attract investors in the ICT sector?
I think the way to attract investors, whether it's the ICT sector or any other sector, depends on the very similar very similar things. One of them is the compliance and regulatory space, just making sure that there are no big shifts and people can trust that once they come, there is adequate support and securities for their investment. Another thing I believe that is really necessary is a shift in the mindset. I think one of the things that we spoke about today is that there is a very big misconception on the Zimbabwean side about what an investor is and what their role in business is. There is a difference between an investor, a lender, and a donor. And I think just tapping into and understanding this difference is really important for how we position ourselves when approaching investors and how we develop a value proposition for them to be able to come. Incentivizing them in different ways because we have to be aware that we're luring them in. So just creating an environment that that cultivates for confidence, first of all on the local side, and then for then investors to come. I also believe in beginning with supporting local businesses. Once businesses have begun and have been supported, at least at grassroots level, it is then simpler for investors to come in and participate because it reduces the amount of risk that they feel that they are taking on as outsiders. Unlike when something has begun, there is a demonstrated track record that it works in this environment and they can then push it forward.
Okay, we understand that you've been mobilizing investors. How has been the response?
The response from mobilizing investors is not difficult. We are able to attract investors here and share the opportunities here. I think where the struggles are is upon arriving, what the experience is like for them arriving and then being able to see what type of systems are there that can support this and just being challenged a bit in terms of like maneuvering the ecosystem. So there are negative perceptions that exist when it comes to Zimbabwe. I think we're all aware of them. And I continue to reiterate that one of the things that are important in changing these narratives is not just saying that things are different, but creating and setting up systems that disprove the narratives that people have out there. There is a positive response, but